All right, let's dive right in. If you're running a local service business, a plumber, a roofer, an electrician, and you want your phone to ring more, then you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down how you can win more customers online.
So let's kick things off with a really important question. When a potential customer in your town has an emergency and searches online, they're ready to hire someone right now. The real question is, are they going to call you or the other guy down the street?
And here's the tough truth. When a pipe bursts, homeowners don't pull out the yellow pages anymore. They grab their phone, they open Google, and they call one of the first names they see. So if you're not showing up right there at the top, that call and that job is going straight to your competitor. It's as simple as that.
But hey, the good news is we can totally fix that. We're going to take this whole complicated sounding thing called local SEO and turn it into a simple set of tools, a digital toolbox you can use starting today to make sure those jobs are yours.
So, here's what's in our toolbox. These are the 5 essential things we're going to walk through. Think of this as your step-by-step guide to building an online presence that just works, bringing in calls and customers month after month.
Let's grab our first tool. Any good job, whether it's building a deck or a marketing plan, it starts with a solid foundation. And in the online world, your website is that foundation. It has to be strong.
And here's how you build it strong. You got to remember, Google isn't a mind reader. You have to spell out exactly what you do and exactly where you do it. So, create separate pages for each service, one for emergency plumbing, one for roof repair. And on every single one of those pages, list the specific towns and suburbs you cover. Make it crystal clear.
Now this is why being specific is so powerful. If you try to show up for a super generic word like roofer, you're fighting against everybody. It's a tough uphill battle. But when you target what your customers are actually typing, like emergency roof repair in Manchester, you're connecting with someone who needs you right now. Their intent is sky high, and you've got a way better shot at landing that job.
All right, on to tool number 2. This one is your most visible asset online, for sure. Your Google Business Profile. It's like having a giant free digital billboard right on Google Search and on Google Maps. You want it looking its best.
The name of the game here is simple. Fill out everything. Don't leave a single section blank. Make sure your contact info is perfect. List all your service areas. Get real photos of your team and your work up there. And of course, get reviews and then reply to every single one. Here's a little pro tip for you. When you reply, mention the service you provided and the town. It's just another great signal to Google.
And that last point about reviews, it is just so critical. A steady flow of good reviews is one of the most powerful signals you can send. It's what we call social proof. It tells new customers and Google that you're a trusted, reliable business in the local community.
Okay, let's grab tool number 3. This is where you really level up. This is how you go from just being another guy with a van to being the trusted local expert, the go-to person for solving problems.
And the best way to do this is just to listen. Seriously, think about the questions your customers ask you on the phone all day long. You already have all the content ideas you could ever need. Just turn those answers into simple, helpful articles on your website.
Things like how to tell if your water heater is about to fail, or 5 signs you have a blocked drain in winter. Creating this kind of practical, localized content is amazing. It helps out potential customers, and it proves to Google that you are the expert in your field and in your town.
Time for tool number 4. Let's talk about the small but really crucial tune-ups, the little things that build a ton of trust with both your customers and with Google.
First up, speed. In an emergency, nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to wait around for a slow website to load. A fast, mobile-friendly site keeps people on your page. And if they stay on your page, they're way more likely to call you instead of just hitting the back button and calling your competitor.
Okay, another key trust signal is something called a citation. Now that sounds technical, but it's really not. It's just any place online where your business name, address, and phone number are listed. And the number one rule here is consistency. Your details need to be identical everywhere, from Yelp to your local online business directory. It proves to Google that you're a real, legitimate local business.
All right, we've gone through the whole toolbox. We've seen what each tool does. Now let's put it all together and do a final walkthrough to make sure the job is done right.
This right here, this is your action plan. If you ever feel like you're not sure what to do next, just come back to this checklist. If you focus on your website, your Google profile, your expert content, and those little trust signals, you will get more calls. It's a formula that just works.
Now, one last thing. Remember, this isn't a magic wand. It's like building a good reputation in town. It takes a bit of time and consistent effort. But the really great news is that most businesses that stick with this start to see real, positive results in just a couple of months.
So there you have it. The digital toolbox is open, and you have the blueprint. The only question left is, which one of these tools are you going to pick up first to start building a busier, better business?